Texas Kevin Steele?
I say the toughest thing would be just learning the defense. You know, going through summer camp and getting yourself ready and getting yourself prepared as a freshman to play.
How would you grade yourself after your first game?
I'm not real sure. I got a long ways to go.
How about making the calls and just that sort of thing? How difficult is that to handle?
It's okay. You know, you gotta learn the calls and make sure you yelling out the right thing.
Coach Steele said that you were a little excited out there making the calls, jumping up and down. And
yes, sir. It's kind of hard to hear me out there, so I was trying to get their attention and make sure they hear me.
I understand you've got a pretty good football IQ. Do you think that you were able to show that in your very first game, playing in the new atmosphere, the bigger stage, and that kind of thing?
Somewhat, but like I said, I still haven't figured out the whole defense. I have a long way to go.
This week, getting ready for Wofford and the option that they run, I mean, this could be a real challenge to try to adjust to that kind of offense, isn't it?
Yes, sir. It's assignment football, and everybody's going to do their job.
Do you see a lot more of those kinds of offenses in high school that run, you know, triple option and that kind of thing? Maybe you're more accustomed to seeing that than some of these guys are.
Like from where I'm from, my high school runs triple option, so I'm used to seeing it. It's just everybody got to do their job, and if we do their job, we'll take care of it.
What was it like? Was it like what you envisioned it being your first college game in terms of what it felt like being out on the field?
Oh man, it was that and a lot more for me. It was a blessing to be out there.
Coach Steele said after your first series, you just came off the field and it didn't faze you. You were just out there playing football. Is that how it felt?
Yes, sir. Like when it all boils down to it, it's back to playing ball and it's back to what you've been doing all your life.
So you don't feel like nerves got the best of you or anything out there?
At the beginning, I was real nervous, but you know, after that first play, it kind of scatters away.
Describe that play, making that tackle for loss, sack, I guess. I mean, just describe what was going through your mind on that play.
Oh man, it was a great call by Coach Steele, and we ran the play, and as soon as he popped out, it was a wonderful play to make. I was excited. Yeah.
Talk to us about the interception you almost had. Did you think you were going to have the ball before the defender pulled you down a little bit?
Yes, sir. I put myself in great position, and I was ready to make a play on the ball, but unfortunately, I got pulled down, so it was all right.
talk about your move to the Mike linebacker position. You know, how has that been for you, and how comfortable are you there?
You know, it was kind of a different transition for me. Like at first, it was like, whoa, you got to make all the calls and you got to get everybody set. But after a while, I put myself in it and I really focused on learning. I did my studying and got some extra work in it. So I feel like I'm getting to it good, but again, I have a long way to go.
Who came to you with that idea? Was it Coach Steele?
Yes, sir.
And what did he tell you? Why did he say he was doing that?
I'm not real sure. You know, it was a coach's decision, and I just play ball.
What's it been like learning his system? I mean, some people say that his system is kind of complex, especially for young players to learn.
It's very complex, and like I said, it's a focus point that you have, and you got to really have the will and want to do it. You got to want to understand the defense, and you got to come to work every day focused.
When did you start working at Mike?
Like I want to say like the second week of camp or something like that.
Were you used to playing outside in high school then?
Yes, sir. I play outside in high school, and I enjoyed outside linebacker, but you know, at any given time, you gotta be ready to make a transition and be ready.
You starting to feel comfortable inside then?
Yes, sir. Like my last 2 years of high school, I played Mike, so I'm getting a feel for it, so feel good.
Just play wherever they put you.
Yes, sir.
How much more comfortable will you be going into week 2 than you were last week?
Oh man, see, I kind of feel like I'm gonna get butterflies before every game. So after the first play, I settle in and make sure I'm making the right calls and just play ball.
Have you always been like that? Just get nervous before you play?
Yes, sir. Every game, every game.
What, as the Mike, when you play an offense like this, what are you keying on? What are you looking for out there, pre-snap and then when the play starts?
Oh man, well, I'm not allowed to talk about the playbook, but but you kind of just focus on like reading, and it's assignment football, and you just gotta do your job. whatever your job is, you got to do it.
What are your pregame rituals to ease anxiety, nerves, that sort of thing?
Before every game, I pray, and before I left home, like my apostle, Apostle White, I went to church at Greater St. Matthew's. It's a little time. I'm sure you guys don't know where it is, but he gave me some oil and he prayed over me. So before every game, I put the oil on me and go play ball.
What is the church in Whitesboro? Or is
Yes, sir. It's in Anson County. Yeah.
What is something you did to maybe how did you memorize the playbook so quickly so you're able to move into this mic position and make those calls and that sort of thing?
Oh man,
Because Steel City saw you a lot here in your free time.
yes, sir. I just put in the time. I put in the time, and I really put the work in and study.
Talk about your speed and explosion. Both Steele and Dabo talked about your ability to go from point A to point B very quickly today.
The man above just blessed me with the talent, and I'm just using it the best way I can.
Just Steele has talked about your instincts before. He mentioned that again today. Just how you're able to smell it. You're always able to be around a play, to find a play. Talk about that.
For me, like I said, I think I was blessed with it, and it's just I just always had a knack for it, and I just play ball.
Steele says he usually takes recruits through he'll put a pen down and say, hey, draw out a play, or like sort of an interview process. Do you remember going through that with him?
Yes, sir. I think he's referring to like before every game we have a test that we got to draw the plays up, and it's just pre-game reminders.
Did you go through any of that like in the recruiting process when you're here on your visit or anything like that, or drawing up defensive plays on the whiteboard or anything like that?
No, sir. No, sir.
Did you take any first team snaps last night?
Did I take
strictly second team?
I'm strictly second team.
How quickly do you feel like you picked up and felt comfortable with the Mike linebacker here?
I'm still not comfortable with it right now because I feel like it's a lot more that I need to know and just understand. But I'm learning it at a great pace. It just kind of just want to process things slowly and just get them out quicker.
When you went on the field Saturday for the first time, all those people, what was going through your mind?
Man, it was a sight. I can't even explain it, man. It's just all those people. It just you get a rush, and you have so many butterflies, and it was just great.
You still have a job to do as well.
Oh yes, sir.
Take away from your focus or anything?
No, sir. No, sir.
How about when you got on top of the hill? You got off the bus and you get on top of the hill. All those people are standing out there. What do you think?
That was the emotional part for me. It's just I got a dream accomplished.
Friday night when you're going over plays, how did you fare?
Oh man, the Friday night going over plays. See, the great thing about it is like Coach Steele does a great job having something prepared for us for like pre-game reminders. So we get this little booklet and basically you study it and you go from there.
Thanks.
All right. Well.
From your neck of the woods, I'm from Sherrod.